Hey everyone, it's Night Horror here, and today I'm going to show you how to set up encounter logs on PC. So encounter logs is something that actually dates back to about 2019 of April here, and Zoss, Bobby Weir, goes over in this link here how to set them up. I will include this link down below, and it pretty much tells you everything you need to know. There's a little bit of trickiness with what directory that you want to send it to and tell it to write to, and I'll go over that today. But otherwise, it's pretty much all here. So what you're going to want to do is go to either click on the link if you go to this page, or you can just type in www.esologs.com, and that will bring you to this page right here. Now, you can see kind of in the middle towards the left, you can see download client. So you don't need an add-on, but you do need a program that is running on your computer that's sending data out. So that's what this client is. So click on that, download it, wait for it to download. And then here I click on it, but I do this off screen just so I didn't have to blur out a bunch of stuff. But it's basically, just walk through the install, like you click through it. It's not a big deal. Now, you will need to make a login here. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Just go ahead and give it an email address. I think you have to verify, but I haven't had any problems with this. And then you'll come up with a password and stuff like that. And that way you'll be logged in. The benefit of that is that while you're sending stuff from your client, you can kind of search your own logs, and it'll tell, the last like 6 months or however long it saves. You can go back and see your logs, and that way you don't lose them. So it's kind of helpful. And then eventually you will end up at this screen right here. Now, there's a couple things to note here. The first thing is this long, C, colon, / users, Night Horror, etc. Basically, you want to put it in your documents folder, okay? So that should be where you're at on your computer just by default, is at least your documents folder. And then you want to, if you click choose here, or if it already pops up for you, you want to go to Elder Scrolls Online, Live, and then logs. And then I'll just note, if you want to do PTS, or if you get on the PTS and you want to do logs for there, you just need to make sure that you change it from live to PTS. So you'll go into Elder Scrolls Online, go to, instead of going to live, go to PTS and then logs, and then it'll put it there for you. A couple of drop-down menus here. You can set your logs to public. You can set them to private or unlisted. Generally, I would just leave them public. As a content creator, I have once had someone who came to try to harass me and poured through a bunch of logs or whatever. And it was more funny than anything that they went to all that effort. So I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think most people are going to be harassing you. And if they do, everybody should know, and those kind of people shouldn't be really accepted into in-game. So personal logs here, you can click on this, and I have it set up where I can do logs for That Wasn't the Boss specifically, which is the guild I run. And so you can do this if you run in different guilds, or if you're an officer in some guild, so that it goes to that guild's logs, and then people can look at it and see, okay, well, what is this guild running? Over in That Wasn't the Boss, honestly, we have it set up, but we're not that organized, and I usually am not the one running logs, and a lot of times people that don't have access to this. So, it's there if you want to use it, but certainly you don't have to. Also, it will keep track just by logs that you've kept, and then if you have the link as well, it's probably the easiest way to go find them again. But you can search if it is public, and then below that, you can create a description for the event. I just call this temp, so you could VMOL hard mode, and then the date or whatever you want to put there. It's up to you. And then after that, you just hit go, and once you do that, it will bring you to this screen here. And this is the case here. I'm live logging, and you can see that here. Live log. You don't have to live log. Some people with really slow computers or that barely meet the requirements might have issues live logging, and you can just not. And then you'll have to upload it after the run once you've closed out the log, and then you'll be able to look at it after. Being able to live log, though, is a huge help, especially for raid leads. If you need to diagnose something, a lot of times in trials, I run quite a few, and so I can be like, DPS seems like it's low, or this or that, and so you can kind of tell some stuff. But being able to go in here, you can see, is there one DPS who's literally not doing any DPS? And you would think that wouldn't happen, but you would probably be surprised. You could also see, subtly check what the tanks are wearing, what the healers are wearing, and stuff like that. Are they wearing what they said they are? Are they, can you help diagnose why they're dying or something like that. So anyways, all those are reasons you might want to run logs, live logs, and have them there, and you can figure out what people are dying to, and et cetera, et cetera. Now, once you've done that, what you're going to do is go back in the game, and before the log actually starts, what you need to do is type in /encounter log. And here you can see that I already had one running, so I have to do it twice. First time is to stop the old log, and then I restart the new one. Okay, and then I just go ahead and run in, pull some trash, I die, and then pull it up, go back to the ESO logs client, and hit view report. And it will pop up for me, and it will show me, again, this is with live logs, and it'll show me what's going on, what I died to, damage, other stuff that's going on. And that's how you do it. That's all you got to do. You can link this, just copy and paste the URL at the top into a channel. If you have like a logs channel or you want to share it with a raid lead or someone else, it can be a huge help to run logs so the raid lead doesn't have to. And it's always a good idea. Sometimes things get messed up. You accidentally close the client early or something, or if you get to type in /encounter logs and the logs don't go through. So having multiple people logging the same trial, sometimes people are down in portals. If they're down in portals and you're not, you won't be able to see what's going on. And so what's going on with the people in portals or those who are not in your portal, they will get bad data because it doesn't record all that. You have to be in the same area. But you can go through, and it can be really helpful, and it's really helpful for the raid lead if someone in the group can do that, because they're already trying to get everybody in group and herd everybody together and figure out armor sets, and if you have people missing and you got fills. So there's a lot of things that your raid lead's doing. So running logs for them can be hugely helpful. And then that's it. You can click on it and go check it out here. But once you're done, you can just say that you're done. You also want to type /encounter log again to stop it. And then again in the client, you just hit done here. You can save these for later. This screen here is just for your local client. So typically if you're live logging, you can just delete it. It will save on esologs.com for I think like 6 months or something. It should tell you, but quite a while, longer than you probably need. But if you wanted to, you could save them. And then that is pretty much it. Again, if you want to instead go do something on PTS, or if you want to try that now and you've already been running logs, all you need to do is click choose on that directory over on the right, and then tell it to go from live to PTS. And then you are good to go, and it'll save there. And the real benefit of this too right now is that it can allow the devs and other people to see the public logs on the PTS and see what's going on with them, and maybe help give them some information, troubleshoot problems, etc. But anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Oh, if you're looking at how to read in logs and stuff like that, I know C Unicorn has done something. C Unicorn's videos tend to be very in-depth and very much at a high level. At least I know that she mostly does like hard mode videos and stuff like that. I don't know. I haven't watched all of her reading logs video. And there's probably a couple other ones out there. I know the Asian God has done one from like way back in the day. Eventually, I will probably try to get around to reading logs, but no plans to in the immediate future. So anyways, couple of places you could Google and maybe go check it out and learn something there. So anyways, guys, that's it for today. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.